Hello, and welcome to the Gospel according to Les Misérables, one of the greatest musicals to ever hit the stage and screen. Thank you to Cara for setting us up last time with her intro video, and today we get to enjoy and soak in part one as we take a look at the main man, Jean ValJean, and the absolute legend that is Bishop Myriel. Speaking about legends, Bailie Quinn will be sharing with us today, but first, take a look at this clip from one of the most memorable scenes in the entire musical.
Hey! Come and serve, for you are weary, and the night is cold out here. Though our lives are very humble, what we have to share. There is wine here to revive you. There is bread to make you strong. There's a bed to rest till morning. Rest from pain and rest from wrong. Bless the food we eat today. Bless our dear sister and our honored guest.
Get in there! Put him down! Stay there!
Monsignor, we have your silver. We caught this man red-handed. You had the nerve to say you gave him this?
That is right. But my friend, you left so early. Surely something slipped your mind. You forgot. I gave these also. Would you leave the best behind? Monsieur, release him. This man has spoken true. I commend you for your duty. Now God's blessing go with you. But remember this, my brother. See in this some higher plan. You must use this precious silver to become an honest man. By the witness of the martyrs, by the passion and the blood, God has raised you out of darkness. I have saved your soul for God.
ValJean's story. In Jean ValJean, also known as Monsieur Madeleine and Monsieur Leblanc, we see what literature would call a type of protagonist. This helpless character has seen the misery of life thrusted at him by circumstances that make him a bitter and angry individual. He spends 19 years in prison for committing an act of thievery when he steals a loaf of bread to feed his sister's 7 starving children. He was sent to prison initially for 5 years, then another 12 were added for trying to escape, and a further 2 for fighting back during his second attempt to escape. In his time separated from society, ValJean becomes filled with distrust and resentment towards everyone. He has no problem with taking advantage of others, especially after his release, when no one seems to be willing to help him. All that is, except one person. His soon-to-be benefactor, Bishop Myriel, who treats ValJean with respect, compassion, and true care. Bishop Myriel gives the despairing and angry ValJean a place to rest his head and be fed. The bishop does all of this with no thought of anything in return. He simply lives what he believes and opens his heart and home towards the wayward man. Even when ValJean attempts to commit thievery from this benefactor, he is shown mercy and forgiveness. The bishop presents an open-hand policy towards ValJean with no strings attached. He belongs to evil, but now belongs to good. And that through this act of scandalous grace, ValJean's soul has been purchased for God. ValJean slowly begins to see a change in his own heart and life once he leaves the home of the bishop. He begins a journey of passing on that kindness and true compassion to others, in spite of the pitfalls that await him as he moves along. God comes to us in our lives much the same way as the bishop and ValJean. He sees us as worthy of his mercy and proved it by sending his own beloved Son to take away our sin. As Christians, we are to treat others with the same kind of compassion and heart of love. The bishop taught the helpless ValJean about agape, or unconditional love, and how to teach it to others in word and deed. Allow yourselves to be continually renewed and transformed by the undeniable, all-encompassing grace of God that ValJean experienced through Bishop Myriel, and join in the call from God to extend his love through word and deed, just as ValJean did.